What up, everybody? We are back. I told you we were going to do 2 videos. This is Kia and
Crystal.
and we are back. We're back to have a conversation about something that I personally wanted to talk about. Wow, and this is really difficult for me to talk about. I don't think I've ever really publicly spoke about this. So I have been listening in the news. You know, the anniversary of the Me Too movement has recently happened, and so just listening in on the hearings with Judge Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford, and seeing how this current administration victimizes and supports and celebrates the victimization of women, the exploitation of women, people of color, the non-advancement of people. It's like, this administration is taking us 10 steps back when we've only come 5 steps forward. So anyway, I'm kind of beating around the bush. Like I said, this is kind of difficult to talk about. So I want to talk a little bit about sexual assault and how it affects people. I have never publicly shared this, but as a kid, I was sexually assaulted by my babysitter's son. And for my entire life, I thought, people think that when you are a victim of sexual assault and you don't say anything, it speaks to a lie or the fact that it didn't happen or whatever. But I think that what people fail to realize is that when you are victimized in such a way as sexual assault, there are stages of grief that you go through internally, emotionally. There is such turmoil that you go through, and even, me being able to speak on it, I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 next year. And this happened to me when I was a very young kid. This was before even going to kindergarten. So this was very young. First of all, you have to deal with the fact that someone did that to you. And you think over and over and over and over again, why? And it's one thing if it happens to you one time and you're reflecting upon that one event. But someone like me, who it was happening to me every day for about the course of a year, I'm not exactly certain of the timeline of how long it occurred. And the reason why, perfect example, like how Dr. Ford was saying, some things she didn't remember. It feels almost like, a sense of memory loss, or like you block it out in a certain way, because, even though it was so many years ago, to talk about it right now and to think about it and to really do what I'm doing right now, which I feel is therapeutic to, my goal for sharing it here is to bring awareness to the subject. If there is someone who's gone through this, you've never talked to anyone, you don't have to go to the police if you don't want to do that. Excuse me. Go to somebody. Talk to somebody. You have to let it out. First and foremost, it's not your fault.
Nope.
Secondly, you can't carry this burden and this guilt all by yourself. I don't care if, who you are or what your circumstance is. No one deserves to be victimized, whether you're a man or a woman, because I'm not just limiting empathy regarding sexual assault to just women, because men are sexually assaulted and victimized in that way also. It's wrong for anyone. It's wrong for anyone to hold judgment on or against someone for not being able to remember details or what have you. This experience is so hurtful. It's so tragic. It is worse. I don't think it would be any more hurtful if you were to swallow a double-edged sword. It's that hurtful. It's so hurtful that sometimes if I think about my childhood and think about an experience, say for instance, just for an example, I have a memory of me having like these beads in my hair and being at my babysitter's house and standing in the front yard and having the little beads and just doing like that, and I can hear them shaking and see the sunshine, and it's beautiful. Almost time for my parents to go home, and that's a wonderful memory. But the moment I begin to think of that, I look back and I can see in my mind that house, and I can walk in that house, and I can go straight to that middle bedroom, and I can see that floor where I was victimized and assaulted every day for what seemed like an eternity to me now. Even though I can't exactly pinpoint the time frame. But I want to say this. I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't know if I forgive him. You know, I saw him. I know that I saw him some years ago. I know that he has a daughter. And I saw his little daughter, and the first thing I thought about was, did he do anything to her? And then his mom kept kids for years after we got older, and I just, wondered if he did anything to those children. I can't really say that I forgive him, but I hope that ended with me. I hope that he didn't do this to any other little kids. Because as much as I want to say it hasn't affected me and in my life, it has. The other thing that I want to address, because I've had a lot of people ask me if I think the reason why I'm gay is because I was molested. No. I don't, I just want to make this completely crystal clear. I don't have any ill will feelings towards men. I have a father that I loved and idolized. God rest his soul. I have 3 brothers that I love and respect dearly. Strong, independent, intelligent black men. Love them to death. I have no quarrels against men. Love to see people in love and enjoying relationships and living life and making experiences, rather it's man and woman, woman and woman, man and man. Your testimony is yours to live. Your story is yours to explain to God. I think we've said before that we are Christians. And, I often say that I ain't perfect. This journey of salvation is being walked out every day. And so, going back to what I said about being honest and being truthful, I can't say that I forgive him. I can say that I pray and hope that he's been delivered from that thing that caused him to hurt innocent little children. I pray that whatever hurt or disconnection he had that made him think that that was okay has been fixed. But for me, I'm not doing this for any empathy or, now I don't want to say empathy, because of course people empathize with me, for any sympathy. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me or anything like that, because God has blessed me. He's continuing to bless me. I feel that I'm a very well-rounded person. You know, the saying says that hurt people hurt people. I don't hurt people. I spread love. I take the hurt before I would hurt anybody. I just pray that God has healed his heart. I pray that God continues to, you know, work on my heart, so that I can get to a place where I can say, you know, I forgive. Never be able to forget, but I forgive. And I just want to say that I did this video to simply share my truth and to hopefully inspire someone and let someone else know, or let someone know that you're not alone. It's not your fault. Whether you're a kid or you're an adult, it is not your fault. If you're a kid, tell somebody. If you've told somebody and they aren't listening, tell somebody else.
Please.
If that person doesn't listen, keep telling somebody until something happens.
Yes.
The acronym says push, pray until something happens. You tush, tell until something happens. If you're an adult, no one listens to you. If you're not comfortable with going to the authorities, talk to someone about it. A family member, a friend, your partner, a professional. Talk to someone. Don't allow this thing to eat you up. Don't allow that person to win. Again, I'm doing this for the anniversary of the hashtag Me Too movement, or the Me Too movement, so that I can share my truth, share my testimony, inspire someone else, help to heal someone else, help to bless someone else through my test that I now consider to be a testimony. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to share. This was very difficult for me to do, very difficult for me to talk about this. Again, never discussed this on a public platform. And to be honest, I'm sitting here thinking right now if I'm even going to post this. Y'all pray that I do, because I need to do this to free myself. Because even doing this and not having shared it yet is a weight off of my shoulders. So thank y'all so much. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We love y'all to death. We down for y'all. One love. Kia and
Crystal.
Well, Kia knows best. And we out this piece.
Bye.
Peace.
Love.